This video is sponsored by Keeper Security. Okay, so the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9FE in 2024. Is this tablet still worth it? Let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, the answer to my question. Well, yes, it still is worth it in the year 2024. I know many people went after this tablet here during Black Friday and those holiday deals, and of course they did that for a reason, because the price dropped, but it didn't drop as low as many people had been expecting, especially with the drop of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9FE. But anyways, let's go ahead and start from the beginning. The tablet itself, I don't know why I put it back in the case, but the tablet itself is following a very modern design. It dropped back in 2021, but of course the design is very current. You have those uniform thin bezels around the face there. You have the front-facing camera on the long side of the tablet there, and it works pretty well video calling, if you want to video call grandma, or if you are a student and you are taking your course online, you can actually follow your course, watch your teacher, interact with your teacher, and take notes on the side here while multitasking. You could do all of that with this tablet. So in terms of just software and the way you interact with the interface here, it's very similar to what you would get from a flagship. The user experience is going to remain about the same with a few differences here and there. But with that being said, the Tab S9FE here is still a very legit tablet. Now, I wouldn't just go ahead and recommend this to everyone or anyone who asks if it's a good tablet. It certainly is, but I think people have different needs, and you should always keep those needs in mind if you are in the market for a new tablet, especially in the Android world, right, where you have a number of other tablets that you can choose from. With that being said, let's go ahead and do a quick highlight of the physical aspects of the tablet here. On the back of the tablet, you have an 8-megapixel camera. This is actually the same camera that is found on the Tab S6 Lite, and on the front you have a 5-megapixel camera. Now, keep in mind that these are not necessarily the best cameras that you can find out there on the device, but they do work exactly as intended, right? They're very functional. The rear camera there works very well with scanning documents, taking some pictures, videos, and things like that. And the front camera, of course, works pretty well with video calling. All I ask, or all I recommend to do, is always make sure that your setting is well lit so that people you are interacting with can see you clearly. Otherwise, picture quality is definitely going to have some video noise there. My unit here is the 64 gigs of internal storage with 4 gigs of RAM, and of course that internal storage can be expanded at up to 1 terabyte using a micro SD card. So if you are currently in the market and you want something that offers the capability to expand the storage, this would be one to keep in mind. You have a dual speaker setup here, and they are pretty loud. I actually like them. Watching movies here is pretty nice. One thing that I really want to make sure that I highlight is the type of port that we have on the tablet. This is a USB Type-C 3.2, meaning you can actually extend your display, right? You can actually have your display mirrored on another monitor, which is very cool, and it's a feature that was actually removed on the successor of the Tab S9FE, which is of course the S9FE. It's unfortunate that went from 3.2, which is what we have here, faster transfer along with video signal being pushed out, to no video signal being pushed out on the S9FE series. It's a 2.0 USB Type-C port there. By the way, I know you all have many New Year's resolutions, and I'm certainly hoping that improving your online security is one of those, resolutions this year, because it's incredibly important for you to take the steps to organize and secure your digital life. You can do like I do and use Keeper Security. I've been using it for a while now, and again, I highlighted this before. I truly recommend it because it's worked very well for me, and it's something that I genuinely use. Now, even though the holidays are behind us, if you use my discount code IvanCam50, you can still get the 50% off when you sign up. I'm going to make sure that it's in the description along with the link, to the website. So you get 50% off when you sign up using my discount code IvanCam50, all in one word. So go ahead and sign up when you can so that you can cross that off of your New Year's resolutions list. But anyway, so the display is 12.4 inches. It's a very large display, given that the average tablet would land you at about 10.5 to about 11 inches. This is a very large display, so if you're laying down and watching a movie or playing on your tablet and you were to drop this sucker on your face, it would definitely hurt, right? So something to keep in mind. This is definitely a dream for those of you who are looking for a large tablet at a budget price. the S9FE is certainly one to consider. Although I don't see a lot of discounts on this tablet here. I'm going to have some links in the description that will lead you to the best prices that you can find on this tablet, but for some reason the discounts here are not as low as I would have expected for a tablet that's been around for well over 2 years, right? So keep in mind that this is 2 years, and the way this is going to play in the support also, by the way, is that you have about a year. I believe you have a year. I have to double check that. You have a year left of major updates, and then you have 2 of security updates. I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section there, but when this thing dropped in the middle of 2021, it was set for 3 major updates along with 4 security updates. So that's something that you want to keep in mind if you are in the market for this tablet here. I know to a lot of artists, this is actually a dream. A lot of artists who are on the budget, this is actually a very nice pickup, and it is the case because not only is the display very large, but you do have access to the Samsung S Pen, and this is a fantastic stylus. Personally, I think Samsung makes the best native styluses, in the tablet market, but that's just me. I know some people prefer the Apple Pencil. But anyways, this stylus here is loaded with a ton of features that you'll be able to, use here. Pretty cool stylus, copy, convert, or translate and convert your writing into text, convert into different languages, copy and paste into text, take down notes. It's a very cool tool to have with this. Another thing that this tablet has is the support for Samsung DeX. To those of you who don't know, it's a feature that's going to turn your tablet here into a computer, like into a desktop, right? It's going to mimic the look of a desktop, and you'll be able to be more productive. In tablet mode itself, this tablet is already pretty nice, right? You have the ability to multitask. The edge panel, you can go ahead and divide the display into 2 or 3, whatever you want to do, and then have some floating windows there. Very cool stuff. If you are at all familiar with what Samsung does, is they have this thing where they just want you to be free to customize and do a number of things with your tablet or with your device in general. On top of that, of course, this can play well within the Samsung ecosystem, right? So you're able to connect this with other devices, other Samsung devices, and have them play together nicely. The battery here, if you were to buy it new, of course, would be fantastic. Mine is about 2 years, well over 2 years old, so the battery has started to degrade, of course, as you would expect. But if you were looking to pick up one brand new, I can assure you that the battery will last you at least the day before you put it back on the charger and get ready for the next day. The chipset here is a mid-range chipset, right? So you have a Snapdragon 778, which is pretty good, especially for the Wi-Fi model. When it comes down to how that translates into your day-to-day life, it's pretty nice. It's a mid-range tablet. You should be expecting mid-range level of performance, right? So light tasks, moderate tasks, even some heavy tasks, you will be just fine. Gaming here has been great. Multitasking, like I mentioned, is very good. If you wanted to go ahead and switch from multitasking in tablet mode to multitasking in DeX mode, that is actually the next level of multitasking, right? You can edit photos, you can edit videos here, and be able to render those. Now, the speed, render speed is questionable, but that is expected because this is a mid-range tablet. Either way, this is a fantastic tablet for those of you who are just looking for a nice mid-range with a large display at a budget price, if you can find it. And I'm just going to stop this here. My summary is simply that it's been a great tablet. It's been 2 years. I think it's still worth it. Not for everyone. I think those of you who are looking for a tablet, a large tablet at a budget price, and they don't really care about the updates and all that stuff. They just want maybe something they're going to be watching movies, watching videos on here, do a little bit of gaming on here, take down notes, do a lot of drawing and things like that. They will be fine. They're not looking to implement crazy high productivity level of work on here. Then this would be a nice pickup. And I'm saying this, of course, to cover many of you who had their eyes on this. Keep in mind that if you are in the market for a tablet kind of like this, there are also other options available. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, I'm certainly hoping that this was informative. Let me know in the comment section if you own this or if you're currently in the market for one. I'm going to catch you in the comment section so we could get that back and forth going. I'm also going to catch you in the next video. By the way, before we move, make sure to like the video, make sure to share, make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm going to catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.